Chapter 27. The Information Energy Vibrations. When I stopped seeing the vision, I was feeling somewhere deep within myself that by raising the level of the human consciousness to the level of the vibrations of the divine consciousness, I could also make the lower energy information vibrations into the visible forms to the human eyes. Everything depends upon the energy vibrations of my own consciousness. The higher I raise them, the more I am able to impact the energy information vibrations of the lower consciousness. Energy and information are transmitted directly by vibrations, even without any subsidiary material means. The information vibrations, as any other form of energy, have their weight. They are real, as is weight. The present type of your mind is material. It is maintained by your material brain. Had you not your material brain, you would be unable either to think or perceive what your other brethren think. But without consciousness, even your brain, while functionally normal, all the same would be unable to perceive what it perceives. But what you call both consciousness and unconsciousness state of your consciousness is nothing else but different forms of the manifestation of the vibrations of consciousness, different waves that you receive it and transmit. And your material brain, being of the lowest energy information vibration of consciousness of all creatures in creation, right away begins to feel fatigue whenever it runs into somewhat higher energy information vibrations of consciousness that it desires to either assimilate, that is, perceive and pass them on to others, or when it desires to create something by itself. At that moment, as at no other time, the brain starts feeling the weight of these vibrations, which begin to wear the brain out. The weight of the energy vibrations of consciousness varies depending upon their frequency. The higher the frequency, the lighter their weight. However, there is a strange thing. The lower the weight, the higher the tension to the consciousness of the lower vibrations produced by these energy vibrations of consciousness. It is due to this that the lowest human free will form of consciousness feels an ever-growing tiredness whenever it gets any harder to perceive information of the higher energy vibrations. This tension is created by the inadequacy of these energy information vibrations of consciousness. And the greater the inadequacy, the greater the tension. The energy information vibrations of a higher consciousness always embrace the energy information vibration of a lower consciousness. But it is never the other way round. The information vibrations of the lower consciousness can only raise the information vibration of their consciousness, merely to the level they merge with the higher ones themselves. And it is this inner flow, a joint field of these information vibrations of the consciousness, possessing a free will that turns into the actual by growing, maturing, and expanding, and by ever more approaching the universal and divine consciousness.